Sir, I want to ask one question. How can HR leverage predictive analytics to forecast labor needs and avoid shortages in near future?
What you are talking about is something called people business plan. People business plan is HR has to be much more integrated with the business. Okay, HR once upon a time was looking after the people welfare or employee welfare, or might be a payroll, or might be a employees, you know, questions and answers or something like that, or employees benevolence. But nowadays, HR has to be much more integrated with the business. The business always, throws a prediction that what type of business is going to happen in next 3 to 5 years. So if the sales and marketing suggest a business growth, suppose a company who is doing today 1,000 crores, and they are actually projecting a growth of 50% in next 3 years, which is 1,500 crores. In that case, the business will also throw that how many people in how many positions they require. Okay, it is not always AI. Even okay, AI will give you a prediction, and that particular prediction, if that AI gives that particular prediction also from the business growth only. So first, AI will give you a prediction, which is a mathematical prediction, and then that has to be weighted by the people who are handling that particular business. So first, AI throws a number, and then that will be vetted by the leaders who are actually doing that particular business, and through that particular discussion, HR can actually plan that okay, in next year I need around 200 people more because we are growing by 20%. After that year, I'll be getting another 100 people in this particular thing, and they also know that in which job. So whether they get it at middle manager level, or might be at a low management level, or might be at an executive level, the entire things become very clear if HR gets integrated with the business. The more HR becomes functional, the more HR becomes a good business partner with the business. I think this prediction will work well, not only through a AI or with an application, but also with the people who are actually handling the business. So this is, I think, the role of HR here, to get this particular prediction correct. They have to always be well integrated with the business. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So, sir, like in today's world, we are seeing that the Gen Z, especially the younger workforce, they are more prone to the purpose-driven work. So, how manufacturing unit being said as an outdated, they will attract and retain them.
The thing is, manufacturing. If you focus, then okay. Then it will be more on manufacturing the right kind of products, so that the consumer takes those products. Old products कोई नहीं लेगा. अभी नया product जो manufacturers लोग बना रहे हैं, उसका जो entire marketing strategy है, there most of the people who come into picture is today the Gen Z, or might be Gen Y, and the entire consumer and the shoppers are also getting changed. The shopper once upon a time who was price sensitive, the manufacturer has to look into the cost and the value of the product. Today, that particular value is changing from a price sensitivity to a convenience sensitivity. So entire consumer is changing. So all the manufacturers have to have those consumer satisfaction, and choose to satisfy those consumers, they have to have a marketing approach which is required for those consumers. And the consumers are Gen Z today or Gen Y. Even the workforce is also Gen Z and Gen Y. So if the consumer is getting into convenience, the Gen Z employees and the workforce is also looking for work life balance, convenience, and this thing. So manufacturers have got no other way but to give this a particular opportunity to the new workforce, that how I can make, or how we can make these people comfortable working with our company. So manufacturers have to produce that particular product in such a way so that it helps the new generation people. They have to think of the right kind of right kind of work environment where these people get comfortable. The most important factor for any manufacturer or any, I'm not talking only about manufacturer, any commercial organization, they have to see that today the security is not important, job security is not important. Any Gen Z who is joining, his or her purpose of life is more that what I'm learning from here. If the company cannot give any learning opportunity, in that case it is very difficult for those companies to keep those people. It is not the money, it is not the security, which was once upon a time the employees more bigger concern. Today Gen Z who are coming from a relatively better economic condition, economic status of than the earlier employees.
Yes.
So people, if the manufacturer or the commercial company, if they cannot give the opportunity of a good work life balance, or might be a good learning opportunity, I think they will not be able to retain the good set of employees. And manufacturers, be it marketeers, they have to be careful to offer a purpose driven responsibility to the new generation workforce.
Okay, so there are two key points like they have to give a proper work life balance and an upskilling opportunity.
Upskilling and future skills means people are not happy with happy what they are doing today. Always after 1 year they want to see that what is there for me next. If that opportunity is not there, it was not before when we were young. At that time, if we get a good job in a good company, we never look into that what is there again once after that. So we are very happy that the job is secured, I'm getting good money. But today with those with those parameters, you cannot keep a Gen Z. He or she always, after joining a company, looks into that in next 3 years, what are the new skills, what are the new opportunities I can acquire. If I don't acquire it from this company, irrespective of the salary, irrespective of the brand, he or she may change. So this,
Okay.
the manufacturer or the marketer must understand that this is the change which has come in the new generation workforce.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your insights.
Thank you.
So, sir, my question is how do you address employee concerns regarding job security as automation and robotics become more integrated into manufacturing?
So job security is not a big deal today. Job security was once upon a time, it was important 20 years back. People used to go in government offices or government companies, I mean, in government jobs, because at that time job security was important. Now with the new generation, job security is not that very important because the economic strata of on an average has increased. So people who are coming as a workforce, they have got a solid, means much better economic support from their parents. That is one. So job security is not that big deal आज के दिन में. The more important factor is that how I am getting opportunity to learn. Now the thing is, what you have told that okay, all these tools, whatever is CRM tool or AI or whatever you are talking about today, these tools will definitely take away the routine jobs, which are very routine and mundane jobs of a particular employee. But that should not be, a case of worry for the employees, because the creative area, the thinking process, the newness of your thinking, or how you are going to approach with innovative tools or innovative options. There, this type of tools will not be very helpful. Okay. Yes, this will make your job easier by doing your regular works. What you used to do before, as a routine job, as a mundane job, that can be replaced by all this automation type of stuff. But the creative area where you have got a thinking process, or where the humanity, where the human mind thinks, in that area, I still don't think that that is an area which can be replaced by any machine. So if you think it from this side, I think all these tools are complementing for a better quality of job, and there is no threat for new generation employees or workforce that these tools will take your job. The same thing happened during computer. When computer came 20 years back, people thought that computer will take away a lot of jobs, but nothing happened, because people with people with what is that called real brain, or people who are actually using their brains, they are not even, never was in a threat. So with the passage of time, technology will come, but that will always come for the good of the entire industry. I don't think a time will come when technology will actually take away jobs, and that will be a threat for the newcomers. Never.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, so my question to you is that with supply chains becoming global, how do you handle cultural differences and communication issues among the employees?
Yeah, a very pertinent question. Thank you for the question. Supply chain is becoming day by day very important. Once upon a time, supply chain was a supporting role in for any company. So marketing was core, sales was core. Supply chain used to be a supporting role. But now supply chain is becoming a center point, because a supply chain plays a very big role in making the product available, global product available to different people, and the more there is a global approach, or there are more the global companies are coming, supply chain is also becoming more important. Now your question. Normally what happens whenever there is a role which becomes local to global, okay, at that time what we see that people who are into the global role, they get trained into a culture of a in a location. They get trained to the language of a new location. So today, if I am in supply chain in India, and after operating in India, if I am going to South Africa as a supply chain head, first of all, people who are working under me or might be in my team, they all know the standard language, which is called English. If I go to Europe, if I go to Spain, where English is not the major language, and I become a head, and I'm heading the supply chain in a country where English is not the language. There, as a head of that particular department, I have to learn that language. Okay, so to communicate with my team, I have to learn that particular language, the language of that particular country, and I have to learn the culture of that particular country also. And it is not new. Any global organization, when they change their employees from one country to another country, they give an opportunity to that particular employee for sometimes 2 months, sometimes 3 months. Sometimes there is a personal tuition, or sometimes there is a personal language learning opportunity to those people. So this is not for supply chain, it is for all the domains. Because marketing is also getting global, sales is always local, because sales has to be done with the local people. So marketing is global, HR is becoming global, supply chain is becoming global. When a particular person is taking a global role, he has to learn that particular language where he is holding that team, and he has to learn that particular culture. And I don't think it is very difficult, because if you have got that capacity to lead a diverse team, you have the capacity to adapt to that particular environment also. So it is not a big challenge, but definitely yes, the leader has got the a leader has got a huge responsibility to get himself or herself accustomed to that particular global team.
Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
thank you.
In the post-pandemic era, companies such as Hyundai Motor India and Tata Steel have adopted flexible work arrangements. How can manufacturing firms effectively implement and manage flexible work policies without compromising operational efficiency?
Whether you like it or not, with the Gen Z and the Gen Y employees, you have to be flexible, because their needs are very different from the needs of the earlier generations. During our time, actually 30, 35 years back, job security was the major thing, that we get a good job and we stay back there. Today, the workforce is coming from a much better economic strata. So for them, not the job security is important. For them, work-life balance is important, which was not there that much during our period. And the other thing is whether these people also look into that, whether I'm getting the new learning scope in this particular job or not. So learning and well-being is the two major areas for today's employees requirement. Now with the change of employee pattern, companies have to change whether you like it or not. So what is happening today? Every company, be it manufacturing, be it marketing, be it IT, every company has launched a very flexible hours. Now these flexible hours, there are some core hours, So might be in a company you can start your job from 8 o'clock, and after 8 hours you can leave. So you can leave at around 3 o'clock. Somebody can come at 9. He can leave at around 4. Somebody can come at 10 o'clock, and he leaves at around 5:30. So there is a flexibility. So that is one thing which is already prevailing in most of the companies. And out of that particular, maybe in that 8 hours, there will be 3 to 4 hours, which is a core time where everybody has to come because all the meetings happen during that period. So that core time may be 50% of the total hours. So if somebody is working for 8 hours, maybe core hours will be around 4 hours, which is absolutely in the center point. So anybody who is joining, who is coming in the office at around 8 o'clock, for him also, the core hour starts at around 10:30. 10:30 to 2:30 is a core hour. Everybody has to stay. After 2:30, a particular person who has come at 8 o'clock, he can leave at around 3:30. A particular person who has come at 10 o'clock, he can leave at 5. But that core hours has to be there, because otherwise, the manufacturing, be it manufacturing or marketing, the company will lose its own business purpose. So the flexible hour can be easily, not only flexible hours, even the flexibility can be brought into the entire employee happiness, like more learning opportunities, more creative work environment, more of well-being, more of engagement with these people, because this one thing you have to understand, that this workforce is much more isolated, or I should say lonely, than the workforce of before. The workforce before has got 5, 6, 7 siblings. Nowadays, they are all single child. So I think a structured measure of engaging these people in a very family type of thing, this type of flexibility. So family flexibility, then time flexibility, then then learning flexibility, then creative environment type of flexibility. If all these things can be taken into one structure, if an organization can put this thing in one frame, I think they will get a better workforce in the long run. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.